It was like a deer-like animal with no eyes, with rotting skin. This happened back in 2010. We used to travel to my grandpa's place in the summer, and every summer he would throw a revival. All day we set up the little tent, and me and my cousin decided to go sleep outside. Once we set up our little tent, it was around about 10 o'clock when we started telling stories. Told Skinwalker stories, Bigfoot stories, other paranormal stories that happened around the reservation. Me being a city boy, I kind of believe in some of those, but really just brush them off as make-believe. But I always had a fascination with paranormal stuff in the reservation, especially Skinwalker stories, and he would tell me about these people that would shape-shift into different animals, deer, coyotes, and many more. So we were talking all the way up to 1 o'clock when we decided to sleep. So it was just me and my two cousins in one tent, the rest in the other tent. So we told a couple more stories before we just fell asleep, and this is when the encounter happened. I remember waking up early morning, it was still dark, and I woke up frozen. I couldn't move and I was scared. For some reason, I had a feeling of some evil entity around me. I looked around, I couldn't see anything at first, but I heard two people walking around in the distance getting closer to our tent. At first I thought it was my cousins at first, but I looked, my cousins were still there asleep. But these things came closer, and the more I got scared, and the smell of dead animals just filled our tent. I was freaking out. I could hear them talking. They were speaking, saying something in Navajo, but I couldn't understand them. And they started picking at the tent, and I noticed that our tent had a little peek hole on top. And I prayed to myself, please don't look inside the tent. Kind of closed my eyes and was saying a prayer, and these things kept picking at the tent, and they were just walking around still. Opened my eyes and I could see this deer-like with no eyes, rotten skin, and I closed my eyes quickly. And thing is, my grandpa, he lives next to a road that goes down the mesa and over a hill. About 1 or 2 cars came down. These things would run away, but when they run away, it wasn't humans running away, it was animals running away. So another car passes by, they run away, and then they come back. I don't know, it seemed like forever for me, but in reality it was probably like 20 minutes. All of a sudden, I just passed out from fear. I woke up again, and my grandpa's dogs were barking. They were going crazy. Finally, my grandpa's dogs finally came. So after that, I fell back asleep, and then I woke up again, and it was dawn. First thing I did was tell my cousin, did you hear anything? Did you see anything? Told me they were asleep. You didn't hear nothing. And I quickly unzipped the tent, and I looked around. I couldn't find any footprints or nothing where I heard they were walking around. I tracked the sound where they were running, following up the little hill they had, and that's where I saw 2 footprints, human, and then they turned into animals, like coyotes. Back then I didn't have a phone, so I couldn't take pictures of it. After that, we never camped out inside of my grandpa's place.